Hey everybody, I'm Libby Williams.
And I'm Alex Repass.
And this is Comms 202.
Boys,
Let's break bread.
Today's podcast is brought to you by film majors.
Generally disappointing your families since whenever that major started being a major.
Libby, how are you doing today?
Today I had, let me tell you, too much cheese.
Ooh.
Can you really ever have too much cheese? Yes. In college you can, when you have grilled cheese, 2 slices of cold pizza, and Cheez-Its. How are you doing, Alex?
You know, I'm pretty elated right now. Just living life.
All right, I like that. Alex, who do we have here today?
Today we are sitting at a table with R.A. Mia.
I'm a huge fan of hers.
Isn't she great?
Do you have her latest album on Spotify?
God, I wish.
Called You're All My Children. All My Children by Mia.
Featuring a single.
Yeah, so you can start talking. This is Mia.
Hi guys. So, My Children featuring Alex, Libby, and everyone in this room. Manny, Logan, David, Alex,
we are
and
your
Josh.
children, yeah.
Yeah,
And Libby.
I'm adopted.
yeah, it's all good.
I don't live here,
One big happy family.
but that's okay.
Live from Bardo Hall.
Live from Bardo Hall at
is episode
Central.
2.
Wait.
Live
from Bardo Hall at. Are you ready, Alex?
Ready?
Central Washington University, 82% acceptance rate. Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks for being with us, Mia.
I'm very glad that I got accepted.
Oh,
Mia?
well, it wasn't even
Yeah,
a
it
question. It was
No.
more like, when are we talking to Mia specifically?
Yeah, exactly. But this is it. A Saturday night in the NPR.
Really doesn't get any better than this. A Saturday night with 3 film majors and a table and some microphones that shock you, and it's a good time.
We're living life.
We're living life.
Mia, are you excited to break bread with us today?
I am excited to break bread with
We
you guys.
still don't have goddamn Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We forgot. We were so close to Safeway today, too.
Should we ask Mia some
We
questions?
probably should.
Since she's here.
Since she's our special guest.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous.
I want the audience to know that Mia has the most amazing red hair ever.
It's on fire.
Well.
Because fire is red.
Yep, like
This is
my
not
hair.
going well. Manny, do we have any questions for our dear guest?
That's
We'll start
a hard
there.
question.
You don't know?
So, I was born in Puyallup, and then I
Okay.
was raised in Seattle.
Okay.
You know where West Seattle is?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Almost heaven. West
That's pretty good.
Seattle.
And then I moved to the cows. Puyallup.
Okay.
And then I moved to the cows with more cows in Ellensburg.
Oh, what a good place.
I'm really proud.
I'm really proud of you.
I was like, Puyallup has enough cows. I want more.
You can never have enough of the moo.
I don't think you
I hate
you
that.
can never move on from the move.
How old do I think you are? Wow, what was that sentence?
Yeah, wow.
So-
And
okay.
that's why I'm a filmmaker. I think that you're 2020. Vision.
Okay.
2020 vision.
And
I still think she's 19.
Okay. She's like
Are you going to
17.
disclose this
she's like
information?
16 years old. She's a prodigy, guys. We found her.
no, I am not 21.
How old are
But
Is she
I'm
like
turning 20 on the 27th.
happy early
Wow,
birthday?
happy
So we were
early birthday.
we were both.
I was right.
Well, yeah, but I was close.
Yeah, but I was right.
Yeah, but I was.
Oh, man.
So you guys were both right.
Yeah, but I mean, Alex
Okay.
was mostly right, but
Yeah,
I wanted some
I was
credit
mostly
because
right.
that's our dynamic.
I mean, you were my favorite, so
I'm not even from here.
it's the dancing.
It's that
Sorry,
easy.
Alex.
It is. Yeah, you need
You're
to learn how
loved
to
by
dance.
your father.
So, a
Parents.
communications major. What are you planning on doing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
awkward question because I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I wanted to help people. And then
You're
I realized,
helping us right now by
yeah.
providing us with your presence,
Oh, blessed.
and that's why. I don't know why I'm single. Like, Jesus.
I know. We need another Snapchat of you.
Okay, all right, here we
Yeah.
go. Here we go. Let's hit you with some
Don't take too long.
cold hard facts.
Don't take too long.
Okay, so basically, we put Libby on the Ellensburg Snapchat story, and tons of bros, and when I say bros, I mean scary dudes, added her on Snapchat.
Basically, it was me rolling around on the ground, like, showing people how to ask people on a date. Like, yo, like, we both need calories to survive. Like, maybe we get food in the same place at the same time.
You don't have to sit
You
by
don't
me.
have to sit by me. I get it. I'm repulsive. But, like, maybe Like, ha ha ha. And then I look up and I'm like, I'm single, which it got all the fellas, including one guy named, what was his name?
J.A.
J.A. on Snapchat.
Was he the creepy one?
We should change that. His name was ZQ.
Yeah, we don't want him to feel bad or.
But we do.
Anyway,
So is that how you get the?
How do you get the fellas?
Libby tried to be nice to this guy,
I tried.
and she kind of did a message that was like trying to get him to go away. Where she says, "What did you say?"
Oh, well, he said something. I was like, well, how old are you? And he says, I'm 26. And I said, wow, that's wild.
And then he
goes,
says,
I am wild. In bed and blocked and reported. So anyway, we were talking about communications, but what got you interested in this major? Yeah.
Right.
Honestly,
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm going to be a communication major and a psychology major. And then I took psychology and it did not work out because math is bad.
Right?
And so
What's up with that?
Why
don't
math?
know.
Why?
I decided that math was a thing. Like, I don't like them. They're not my friend. And they're probably not alive.
You're
now.
preaching to the choir, sister. Barista. Hey, audience. Alex and I call each other Barista because it's a combination of brother and sister. And that's what we are now.
Can you call me a barista?
For sure, I can't call you Barista, but he sure can. I'll call you sister. I just get the
that's
other
kinda
half.
cute.
Your sister.
Sister.
From another mister.
Yeah.
Manny, hit us with it.
Hit
When
us
did you
with it.
become an RA? Like, why did you want to become an RA?
Okay, so I love being an RA. Okay, so one night I was like, I have no purpose at Central. And I was like, I want to move away and transfer to UW. But then I was like, that's expensive. We're not doing that. So I was like, I'm going to find a purpose here and be kind. So I talked to my RA. Can I say his name? Probably not. We're going to name him
Jim
Thomas.
Bob. Oh, that works too.
Thomas. Mr. Thomas, he was like, yo, you're a nice person. You like helping people. You should be an RA. And I was like, tell me about it because I want to help people. And so that is how I became an RA because I care about people and I also need friends. Like, let's be honest, most of my friends are from here. Yeah, so I like being an RA. I dislike having to do IRs, which are incident reports, because those suck. But
Do those happen a lot over here? Actually.
I cannot answer that, but they don't completely suck. They just grammar's hard for me,
I feel that.
and English is hard for me, and I just love caring for people and being like, yo, stop doing that.
Yeah.
You're loved by me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that positive attitude you have towards people. It's really radiates.
Yeah. You're radical.
Thank you.
Of course.
Some people close their doors in my face.
I would never. Do you want me to move over here next quarter?
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Quigley.
Oh my goodness, Quigley. Quick.
Yeah, the Quiglets.
Quiglets.
Do we have another question for Mia? Because
Yes, I do.
we're tired.
All right. If you could choose one thing to destroy in this world, what would it be?
Destroy.
Destroy.
What would you like to destroy?
Mia, this is your soul talking. Destroy something.
Yes. Get dark with us, Mia. Break the
Break
wheat
bread.
Break the wheat bread with us. With all the
Break this raised yeast.
Okay, then. I would have to say I want to break. Actually, I got one.
Okay, she's got one.
I despise the smell of marijuana. I think it's disgusting, and
It
I
smells
think
like a
it
skunk.
helps out some people or whatever for health reasons, but really
If you could just get rid of the odor.
no, I just hate how people act with it too.
Okay.
They're annoying.
Okay.
Unless it's medical, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty
okay,
much
fair
if
enough.
it's medical, I'm like, okay, that's chill.
Mhm.
I believe that you should become a healthier person.
Mhm.
Hey, I think this is time for one of our great wise wisdoms. By the way, Central Washington University students, faculty, whoever listens.
You couldn't even say the full word. That's how central we are.
Yeah. Central Washington University is a state-funded campus. If you smoke weed on campus, you shouldn't be because it's
Wellness
federally illegal.
Wellness Center sponsor us. Also, you can get 20 free condoms and a bottle of lubricant. 20 free condoms and a bottle of lube.
You guys could also get
Can we make that a song?
Oh my gosh,
Like
yes.
a new
Flu
Shots? Ah.
Oh my gosh,
At the
flu,
Smack.
flu shots were like free flu shots were supposed to be today in the Sark, and I just forgot to go.
You could still go. Just walk into the Smack, tell them, hey, my name's Alex. I need a flu shot.
Manny,
Yeah.
if you listen to this audio tomorrow, like you're hitting about 60 minutes and 14 seconds, and when you're editing this, I need you to send me a text to remind me to get a flu shot. And you can leave this in because it just would be kind of funny for the listeners to realize how much I actually talk to you while we're, doing a podcast.
Manny's got another
Makes
question.
Manny's got another question.
Another question.
Another question.
So Manny just asked, who would you like to argue with in a debate between Alex and Manny? I mean, Alex and Libby. I'm Libby. He wants to know who you'd rather get into a heated argument with. Who do you think you would win with, and who would you we'll answer both. Who do you think you would beat, and also who would you just rather hash it out with? Just really go to town
I
on
feel like
world's issues.
I would laugh if I debated with Libby because you're
Yeah,
funny.
Libby is a lot funnier than I know.
She'd be
Get
like,
out of
"Haha,
your
face,"
own
and I'd be like,
booty.
right.
Your
But
face?
Alex, I feel like he would just randomly start talking about, I don't know, elephants in Africa, and I wouldn't know what to say to that. I would just be like, man, we should save them. I don't know how to answer that question. Honestly, I feel like they would both win because I haven't been to the gym in 8 months.
What a mood. What a mood.
I never go to the gym. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Mia, I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
And it might get a little bit dark and a little bit personal. And
I'm scared, but okay.
I hope we're on that level.
We
Do
might
think-
be.
Do you trust me?
It depends. I trust you.
Okay, Mia. When was the last time you had nachos? And how did it change your worldview?
Oh, goodness gracious. That's been a while.
I think we need to change that. Do you want to go on a date with me sometime? We could eat at the same place at the same general time, and you can sit by me if you want, but we could have nachos. But
I'll go on a friend date.
I'm embarrassed.
Here we go.
I need more friends. Oh,
Libby,
I
you
didn't
might breathe
attend
that.
my own 16th birthday party. Yeah. They had a cake and everything, and it had my sister and my name on it. And it's sad. What'd she say? Oh my goodness, I messaged my friend's mom, and I was like, good night, Mom. And she messaged me back, good night. And I was like, I feel so loved.
We love that. We love a supportive sister.
I know.
Sister.
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 We met my sister today.
Oh my gosh.
What'd
yes.
you think of her? You can be real. And
Polar opposite from you.
Yeah.
Polar opposite.
Yeah. How so? What was it?
I just got the vibe.
She's normal.
that she's normal
She's
and
very
knows how
popular.
to function in society.
Very popular at school. She's got friends. Good
What's she
hair.
like?
Yeah, what is she like? Evaluate my family.
I don't want to evaluate
Right,
your family.
good try.
Especially since this episode is actually going to maybe air before the episode.
Oh yeah, this is not good.
I like this a lot.
No, let's just talk about it. We'll talk. We'll just let it happen. Okay. We'll just roll with
Listeners,
it.
here's a little Easter egg for you. We're actually filming this one after we filmed the third episode with super secret guest stars, my mom and my sister. So be sure to tune in next week from whenever we post this.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty rad. Hi, Mom.
We love you, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your family was cool. Kind of we were filming it or recording it at Monster Melts.
Oh yeah, ask us
ask
questions. The interviewee becomes the interviewer, as it were.
Well.
How the turntables. I beat you. Sorry. No, But I finished it first. I talked faster.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How did you guys get into podcasting?
How about you tell that story, Alex?
I can
It's
hate
in the
this.
first episode. Did you not listen to it?
No, she did not.
Snake.
I listened to half of it. I'm sorry.
5 minutes of it.
You guys made me laugh.
Keegan
but I
told
couldn't
me.
ignore
Actually,
that.
we explained this in the first 10. It's fine. We
It's
forgive
fine,
you.
whatever.
It's fine.
It's
We're
okay.
over it. We're over it.
But how it really goes down. It's kind of like this. I feel like we almost have to go back and we have to talk about just Comms 2 and 2.
We're in a
Comms 2
class
and 2.
called Comms 202, named after this podcast. They named the class after this. Fun fact.
Yeah.
It used to be called Jamie's class, but now it's called Comms 202 because of this. True story. I don't even think we need to go back. That's how we know each other.
That's how we
When
know
were
each
hanging
other.
out one time, and what happened, Alex?
I whipped out 2 microphones. And people thought, oh man, people are like, oh man, he's not whipping out 2 microphones, but he whips out 2 microphones. We whip out my laptop, and we whip out Audacity. Audacity sponsor us. And it's Halloween night, and we start podcasting. And look where we are, about a week and a half later, making episode 2.
Do you find that you have a lot of free time on your hands?
It's funny you should mention that.
It's funny because
It's funny you should mention that because, yes, I woke up at 7:30 today and then watched Bob's Burgers alone for 2.5 hours. Because I just didn't know what to do with my body. You know?
I feel like that's a valid reason to watch Bob's Burgers.
you know, sometimes they really do be like that.
What made you guys want to be film majors?
I actually have an answer for that. I don't think I've ever told you this.
Oh my gosh, I have an answer for this too.
You've told me, but you go first.
Oh man, do I have to go first?
Yeah.
Now I have anxiety. Why do I have to go first?
No, because I'm thinking of how I want to word mine, so go ahead.
Girls first.
Good one, because being a girl is socially unacceptable, and that was a good joke, Mia. Sorry.
Wow, all right. I just got hit with some feminism out of left field, but
How dare you make a joke about the titties?
I feel like my joke is on privilege, but that works too. I guess.
I'm just kidding. Alex, go ahead, because ladies first. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm sorry. I didn't
kidding.
say
I'm
that,
kidding.
Alex.
Cut all of what I just said out. Every last bit of it. All
Manny,
of it.
don't you
She's
dare.
bullying my child.
So I'm a pretty big movie fan, and you know, I went to a school district where they said, hey, like you should think about as early as possible what you want to be. And I don't know why, like they pushed that at such a young age in my school district.
But it causes anxiety.
Wait. Did you just say the magic word?
It?
No.
Anxiety?
Anxiety. My favorite word. Anyway. So I thought, oh man,
That's funny.
it's wild because every day after school I go home and I watch the movies my mom and dad got from Blockbuster. Yes, Blockbuster. Even though I'm not supposed to be watching, you know, like Silence of the Lambs, Schindler's List. But they don't know that. They're not really present. They are. I love you, Mom and Dad. You guys are the best. And
Oh my God.
I know it's so back and forth, right? Anyway, so then I was like, oh man, like I want to make movies someday. 5th grade teacher Judy Gehring, and she was like, ha ha ha, that's funny. And look where I am now, throwing away buckets of money to make movies.
That's a good story as to why you made a life decision, Alex.
Hey, thanks, Libby. That means a lot.
Would you like to hear why I decided to ruin my life?
Yes, Libby.
So in junior year, did your school do National History Day?
Heck to the yes. I didn't do it, but
Yeah, so where do we even start? Like 4 years ago, I had to do a project where I had to make like a video for French class or something like that, and I used like Movie Maker on the start page. So we had to do National History Day, and we could pick the format. So I was me and my partner for this project decided that we would do a documentary because nobody else was doing it, and we wanted a good grade. And we thought like, oh, like if by comparison nobody's doing it, then she's going to give us an A. So we did a project on Stanislav Petrov, which was this guy who like basically stopped nuclear war from happening. It's hard to explain. I won't go into it. And I was like, yo, I'll make it with Movie Maker. And my partner was like, are you stupid? We have Premiere Pro for free on our KSD laptops. KSD, sponsor me. Oh, wait, you can't. You're broke.
oh my god.
Oh, wait, you're in crippling debt. Hi, Dad. I'm sorry. My dad works there. Good luck, buddy. I'm praying for you.
God.
I'm praying for you. No, so I was like, I don't know how to use that. He's like, dude, just try and figure it out. It'll be good. So I opened up Premiere Pro and I taught myself like the basics in like 4 hours of just fiddling around with it. And I was like, whoa, this is super fun. It's like a puzzle kind of. And then we gave it to our teacher and she was like, yo, this thing was the tits. I'm taking full credit for this video, by the way. My partner was good, but like I did it. It was me. I made the video, okay? I spoke in it. I did the narration. I edited it. He did nothing. But hi, if you're listening, partner of that time. You did great. So then she was like, this is actually really good. You should like bring it to the competition. And we actually won regionals for our district area, like first place for our documentary. And we got to compete in state where we did not advance. And I was crushed from the inside out. But it drove me to try again. And that's why I'm here. Basically, I'm here to like get back at the fact that I didn't win state for National History Day. So the people at National History Day, you did this to me. You ruined my future. Thanks a lot. Thanks for making me petty to a whole nother level.
Did you get an A at least?
I did get an A, yeah.
I'm so proud.
Thank you. And honestly, that was probably the greatest moment of my life because like you said, math is not good. And I was feeling like, hey, I'm going to fail at everything because I suck at STEM things, right? Like STEM was awful and everybody at my school was doing it. But finally, wow, I succeeded. This is a new feeling. We should take it and run with it for as long as we possibly can.
And you hit freshman year of college.
And then and now here we are. But we're doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing fine.
I mean, hey, we're making a podcast, which has not very much to do with our major, but we're somewhere, I guess.
Hey, by the way, STEM sucks. STEM is the worst thing ever. The kids who do STEM, you guys are great. I love you guys, kind of. But also, like, STEM is the worst. Honestly, let me do English and, like, social studies, government. I'll do, just let me.
How do people's brains, like, be able to understand STEM? Because I don't understand it.
All right, Manny, you can cut this if you want, but I really just want to say this on air. Fuck math.
I second that motion.
I third.
Well, would you look at that?
That's-
It's unanimous, and math has been canceled based on the High Council of Counts. Based on the High Council of this table.
And one RA.
Knights of the Rectangle Table. The Rec Table.
I didn't have coffee.
You got any more questions? Should I ask them another question?
Yeah. I'm
Hit us
liking
with
this.
questions. Tegan, do you have questions?
Tegan, while she asks us another question, you think of a question. Good idea?
Tegan, we won't let you leave this room.
Ready, break. For anyone.
For both of us, for one
For
of us.
like the world. For like existence as a whole.
Yeah.
All right, I like your glasses. Mia?
Burritos or tacos? And this does have a right answer.
I like.
Should we say our answers
Well,
at the
I
same
should
time
also
and see
be
if one of us are
honest.
wrong?
I want to say that for both, no matter what I answer, I'm talking about the Americanized Mexican shredded cheese version with sour cream and guacamole version of both. Just so you know, like with ground beef and like it's not authentic at all. Wait.
You're wrong.
Well, I'm just letting you know that no matter what I answer, that's what I'm talking about. But are you ready to answer it at the same time?
All right, 3, 2, 1. Tacos.
Burritos.
Alex is correct.
Yeah.
Tacos are messy and they kind of
Tacos
frustrate
are
me.
messy, and they do kind of frustrate me
They're
too.
kind of like life, really, when you think about it.
See, it's one big metaphor for life. Life is messy, but scrumptiously delicious on the inside.
I have a mini story.
Please tell many stories.
One time, I was at IHOP this summer, and I was like, yo, can I get some crepes? And I said it like in the French way, because I was like, you know, French. Took
'Cause
it in
I'm
high
that
school.
bitch.
Yep, I am. And then the waiter was like, you can't call it that way. And he just started getting real mad at me, and I was scared. And I was in front of all my coworkers, and I was like, fine, can I get some crepes?
I like that.
And then I went and cried in the bathroom.
Did you actually?
No.
Okay.
But I did hide in the bathroom for a little bit.
I
to
feel
wait for
that
him to
sometimes you
go.
just have to like regroup.
I was like, dang, I just got yelled at.
Why do you ever loving hell do you like pancakes over waffles, man? Why are you wrong?
Well, you see, if it's my grandpa making them, like
Mhm.
waffles all the way.
Mhm.
But like if I'm making them, I can't make waffles.
That's actually a
So-
fair answer. Although they're basically. Would you like to talk about the waffle theory though? Because crispy on the outside, fluffalicious on the inside, and they have grooves to hold your butter and syrup. What more could you ask for? They're so good.
No, that's 100%.
I live for that crunch.
The mega crunch.
Mega crunch.
Mega crunch. Y'all, this is about to get crunchy.
You got a question over there?
Maslin, do you have a question? We haven't talked about Maslin.
I forgot Maslin was
here.
sitting right behind
Now you
me.
have to ask a question because we brought attention to you and we're all looking at you now.
Hey, Maslin.
Hey, Maslin.
You're a punk.
Don't say that.
He seems like a sweet person.
Maslin, you are an enjoyable person to be around.
It's God so persons.
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of God.
Maslin, do you want to just take a quick, crisp break from the podcast? I'll give you a crisp hug. Yeah. All right. Let's,
I'm going to narrate the hug.
all right.
I'm going to wait. Go slowly so I can narrate. Everybody, this is Alex hugging Maslin. They look at each other. So I'm narrating it, and you have to do what I say. All of a sudden, they look at each other from across the room, and a thought goes over Alex's head. Could it be? Yes, it is. I want to give him a hug. Maslin seems to recognize the look in Alex's eyes. He ponders, and agrees with said thought. Suddenly, the duo gets off their butts in unison. Oh, yeah. I'm running out of things. They bow. They bow to their sensei. Bow to your sensei. There you go. They're giggling because they know what's coming. Now Alex is nervous. Can Maslin read his thoughts? What's going on here? They size each other up. Maslin is considerably taller. He gets onto a stool. And they go in for the hug. Oh, yeah!
Romance.
Bro. Bromance. Were you recording that? Awesome.
You're gonna hear.
Did you
my
enjoy
7
yourself?
Honestly,
jokes that I whisper into the mic
that was one of
that
the
they don't hear
best things
because
ever.
they talk,
Yeah.
and you're gonna laugh.
I will like the small ones. I love it.
Oh shoot! I had a thought in my head and it disappeared. I blame Alex.
hate that.
So I just want to point out to the world that I just had one of the greatest hugs of my life with Maslin. So, Maslin, thanks for that.
No problem, buddy. Anytime.
Ew.
I have a question for you.
Me has a question for Josh. Josh, would you
Come
like
over
to
here.
come over here and talk into the mic?
Why do you not blink?
That's such a good question. Why
Oh,
don't
it
you
has to be on the ground, so you just have to turn
Yeah.
towards him. He's just got to.
bend over and answer that question? I didn't mean it like that, Mia. Could you-
Oh my God, Mia, that's so screwed up that you would think of something like that.
You literally asked
Mia.
to squat.
I'm sorry.
God, Mia.
Mia, come on.
Mia.
Mia.
I didn't laugh because of that.
Uh-huh.
Mia,
Josh, why don't you blink?
I do blink.
Very, very little. I'll look over at Josh and he's just staring.
When Josh blinks, it's called sleeping. Mia.
I had a voice crack within a laugh.
Yeah, that was weird.
Can you cut that laugh?
No,
out?
you can't. You have to keep it.
Hey, Alex, I just got a feeling in my soul that we've hit a brick wall.
Libby,
Is it time to wrap it up? I think so.
I think yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is brought to you by Cherry Garcia Ice Cream.
Gross.
Right?
Mia?
Red Out would disapprove of any sorts of cherries.
Yeah, for sure, Z's.
Have you heard about maraschino cherries?
I don't like them.
I'm indifferent. I like them. Maraschino.
Oh,
Like sometimes
I'm
yes.
getting a disapproving look from Tegan. I don't like cherries. I hope we can remain friends.
Maraschino cherries are disgusting. You gotta see the process.
They really are. They're
Next
gross.
video without me?
We'll talk about that.
Yes.
Well, as we begin to wrap it up, I just wanted to say to you, thank you so much for coming onto
Mia,
this. Whatever
thank you.
This is.
Thank you for being on Comms 202.
Comms
Thank you
202.
We hope
You know
that-
you are our first guest because this is the second episode.
Yeah.
You're our first guest on the
We're-
on YouTube. First one
We're happy to communicate with you.
before even Jamie Rothwell.
Yeah, wow, that's wild.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy you're happy to be here. This could go on
I'm
for a while.
happy that you're happy to be here, that Libby's happy to be here, that you're happy to be here, that I'm happy.
It's time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
I thought we were just in the same thing at the same time, but I really just screwed that
That
up.
was tonal.
You're a loner.
I know. Don't have to say that to my
Mia,
face.
before we go, is there any last things you'd like to say to just like the world? Because everybody's going to listen to this. Everybody. So what would you like to say to everybody?
Bless you all.
Those are the words of a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, God is a woman, and her name is Mia Hillstrom.
Ariana Grande, sponsor us.
Oh my God, sponsor us.
I
Yeah.
am not a god.
Boys, thank you for breaking bread with us today. This is Comms 202. I'm Libby Williams.
And I'm Alex Repass.
And I don't know, we don't have
And
a closing yet.
we'll catch
think
you
of
on
a
the flip
closing.
side. We'll figure
We'll
out.
talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.